This is the video review of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Demolisher. He's a really cool toy and I'm really excited to show him to you guys. Demolisher is part of the new Revenge of the Fallen movie line from the first wave. And he's a pretty unique Transformer. He has no legs, he rolls on two wheels, which is pretty modern and cool. But unfortunately for him, he's really unpopular against the kids today because everywhere I go in New York at least, all I find is Demolishers and Rampages. And which is unfortunate because, the Constructicons didn't get a lot of shine in the movie. They didn't have any real speaking parts. The only one that did talk was Demolisher, and his last words were, his last words, and he died after that. So he's pretty an unpopular figure, unfortunately, at least in New York. I don't know how around where you guys live, if you guys can find a lot of Demolishers, but around where I'm at, all I find are Demolishers, which is really sad because he's such a cool toy. But enough of feeling bad for him. He's a really cool toy nonetheless. He hides his vehicle mode really well considering he rolls on two wheels. So let's just get to some comparisons. I just finished my long haul review, so before I even packed up, I wanted to just do Demolishers because I've had a lot of you guys ask me, can I review Demolisher, and I've been saying yeah for a long time. So here he is actually. So you see he's a pretty wide looking toy, pretty cool. Next, long haul, which, like I said, I just reviewed, and you can see he's a pretty cool, really pretty cool, average looking Voyager in vehicle mode. Okay, let's move these guys out the way. Let's take a look at the bottom. You see his face, and these two things are used to connect his wheels. Okay, this Mecha Live is this. When you move the crane, this goes in the middle, it moves. So that's his Mecha Live feature. Okay, let's get the transformation. You have to unhinge this peg, which is is a slot in the, there's a slot in the rubber wheels. So you have to unhinge that to start by spreading open this, just like that, right? And you want to bring this piece just like that. Okay, I like to do is I like to straighten the wheel like that and hold this piece steady while you go all the way around, right? So now we have one wheel on each side. So now we turn them over and this part is already basically transformed. We want to bring this in, squish them, and it makes a round wheel. So same routine here. You want to close it in, and this has a peg in the inside, so it goes into that slot right there. So just like that. And I want to bring this piece down, right? It's basically almost done now. Now what we gotta do is just hold the head, because when you don't, sometimes the head moves along when you rotate the arms. You bring this down, rotate this piece, and slide this down. So same routine. We want to hold the head so it don't move out of place. Bring the arm down, rotate this piece, and bring this down. And there he is, Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Demolisher. Like I said before, he's a pretty unique Transformer in the fact that he doesn't have legs and he just rolls around on his wheel, which is pretty cool. Without his arms actually, he can't really stay stable, so you have to hold his arms like that, so he can be able to just stand. I mean, besides that, he's a pretty cool toy. You see this. Let's take a look at the back. It's really sweet. I mean, at first I had to get used to the idea, but after I actually got him in hand, I actually really liked him. Let's zoom in on his face. Oops, I do that a lot actually. I zoom in too fast and it gets blurry. Looks pretty cool. Pretty evil looking. He's actually the part of devastator that it's the body part that connects all the arms and the legs with, and the head and everything. He's the main piece. It looks really sweet. Okay, let's go to some robot comparisons. So you see him here with two of his fellow Constructicons, Long Haul and Mixmaster. So you can see that he's pretty cool in size. He's actually pretty big if you consider his wheel, but besides that, he's pretty he doesn't fill out right like a Voyager should, but it's pretty cool. So you get to see that. Let's move Mixed Master out of the way and bring Rampage in. Second while I adjust him. Some of his things got all over the place, so let me just do that. When you see him next to his other Constructicon counterparts, well, I don't even know about Shakespeare should say counterparts, like his members, Constructicon members, I guess. Okay, let's get this out the way. Now that's basically left. There's like possibility. This can go 360. Can bend the arm like this. The wheels can go all around, like you could shift the head all over the place, like all around. And the wheels can spin. Only in robot mode, they don't move at all during robot mode. I mean vehicle mode. So like I said, I mean posability wise, he's not that like really posable, since there's not really a lot of parts to him, just the arms and like the head. Besides that, that's basically it. Let's get one last look at him. That's a cool face. Let's just get rid of it. Let's finish this up, shall we? Let's straighten these pieces. Okay, spin it 180. Alright. You want to unhinge this and pull it out. Okay, unhinge, pull out. Pull out. Let's spin it all the way so it could be aligned with this piece. But one thing we have to do that's really important is lift this piece up and straighten it. See, it doesn't always land where it's supposed to land, so it's important that we shift. Okay, see these pieces right here, and these little pieces have to go right here, so you have to spin it to the point where it can actually reach. So we have to straighten it like that and bring this whole piece back just like that, and same thing here until we have these pieces properly aligned so they can stay where it's supposed to stay. I don't know if that made any sense, but what I'm trying to say is that it needs to be in a proper place, just like that. Okay, now we want to hold on to the middle, like I said, and well, actually this arm is like already in the right spot, so let's bring this piece. Okay, let's lift the arms while we adjust the rubber treads. You gotta make sure that the part with the slot is facing up. So once you have that facing up, you just wanna bring this forward. Sorry about that. Push this in until it's in like that. So same routine here. Make sure the peg is on the top. So bring it in like that. Okay. 1 second. It seems like he got a little undone while I was messing around with him. Okay. And now that we're here, we have to push this in. There's a slot here and a peg here, so make sure that goes properly in the slot. And this piece goes into that indentation. Just like that. You see, there's like slots all around here, and there's pegs on this so it can actually close. So we want to bring this in, make sure it goes in that peg, and then we close this. There we go. Oops, close this right. Okay, make sure everything is sealed properly, and let's get a last look to see if we got everything right. Yes, we did. And last pieces, start where we finished. Finish where we started. There we go. And that's it. And my final thoughts on the figure. Like I said, he's really unique with the rolling around in the wheel. He looks pretty, like, you know, pretty awesome on the big screen. But like I mentioned before, he's pretty unpopular with kids today. Like, I mean, at least in New York, I can't speak for around the country. But around where I live, like, all I see are Demolishers and Rampages, which sucks because they're really cool. And I just wish the Constructicons would have gotten more play and they would have had more of a storyline, because only fans know that they're Constructicons. Like, kids nowadays wouldn't know that there's actually a subgroup in the Decepticons called, you know, the Constructicons. I wish they would have just got named once or something, but they didn't. So for you kids who don't know, you know what I mean, this is part of the Constructicon team that makes Devastator. And for you guys who don't have him, I recommend you guys go get him, because he's really sweet and he's really cool. And trust me, he's a really cool toy to have in hand. And like I announced in my long haul review, next month is my birthday, August, my birthday month. So I want to do something called subscriber request month, where you guys can send me a request that you want me to review. Anything, you can ask me first if I have it, and if I have it, I will gladly review it. That's like my way of thanking you guys for the successful contest and all the recent subscriptions and the views and everything. I'm really thankful. This is my way of just like being thankful for everything you guys have done for me. I really appreciate it. I've grown so much as a reviewer thanks to you guys, and I feel like I should give back. And besides the subscriptions and the views, also there's going to be another contest, which the prizes will be leader class toys. I will try to get at least Prime and Megatron, but if I can't find a Prime, I'll definitely have a Megatron for sure, or even a Jetfire. But for now, like, the contest will just take a couple of weeks. But if you guys want to enter, of course, you can send me messages and we can get that done. But after that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and I want to thank you guys once again for being so supportive and so kind to me, and the way you guys have accepted my reviews is pretty awesome. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. I wish you guys a good night and a good day, and like I said, thank you again for watching. Goodbye.